niggas don't want no smoke.
Yeah. See, it's not regular, y'all, but we OGs. And that's why they face so sour. You see, these niggas don't want no smoke. Bro, these niggas don't want no smoke. My side piece staring at me as she tear up. I bought her a love seat, told her cheer up. It's time to gear up to send me a house spark.
Welcome to Smoke Wanted Podcast, hosted by your good old boy, Hall of Fame worthy. I'm gonna say it like I always say. Follow us. Please follow us. Please, oh please. Let me stop. Now follow us on Anchor.fm, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Listen to listen to the podcast on Spotify. Not talking about Apple Podcast, not Apple Music. They always got me saying Apple Music for a podcast when it's actually Apple Podcast. Follow us on Bleacher Report, just everywhere you can follow us on social media. Just do so, you know what I mean? And, fuck with your boy. Today, we're going to talk about... I've been reading this crazy shit since yesterday. It started yesterday with the news of Deshaun Watson. And yesterday there was one. And one accuser with 4 cases almost. Now there's 9 women. Now there's 9 women saying he's a sexual abuser, sexual predator. I'm just not, this happens a lot. It happened with other athletes before. Kobe Bryant, may he rest in peace, was a victim of this. It's sad. Mike Tyson back in the day was a victim of this. Not even to being an athlete, Tupac, bring him into the sports world, was a victim of this. Just people or women in general wanting to jump on you because you got all this bread. You put yourself out there like that, and women are gonna pounce on that. And if they see any opening, they come in to get that and get that paper. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. I'm gonna just let's start off with the first one yesterday. The first accuser, a masseuse, is saying that when he went, all these masseuses, first of all of these masseuses was met off of Instagram. Since when I understand Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and all of this has become a place to promote your business and hold business at. To promote your business, to make your business big. Instagram for models and actors and just people want to come up, rappers and such, but it's a place to promote your business. The masseuse, or however many of them that you meet on Instagram, you met these accusers on Instagram. The first one says he's laying. She was in the room. She left out. She came back in. He was naked with a towel over his groin area. If you didn't feel comfortable with that, at that point, you could have been like, I'm not even going through with this. I don't even care how much money you paying me, how much nothing. Like, either you going to do something or I'm out. She could have said that. No, she kept on, I don't know what she kept doing, but I knew she was there for the whole thing. The article says she felt uncomfortable, started crying. And he saw that she was crying, so she was like, he told her, he told her, the article says, he told her, like, I know if I was, at my job, I wouldn't want nobody to ruin what I got going on for work. And I know you feel the same. You wouldn't want nobody to ruin your job. So let's keep everything quiet. And he walked out. I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't do it. But it's crazy. The other woman, the other accuser, well, I think it's the third one, said he asked her to massage his groin in the inside, whatever that means. All that crazy stuff. He also touched, like he did with the first one, it's like a repeated thing with all these accusers. He happens to get excited with his schlong and take the tip of his schlong and touch their hand with it. All of them. It's crazy. Then the third accuser says, "Oh, he forced me to have oral sex with him. He forced me to have oral sex." How? All right. So how is this not criminal then? How doesn't he have a criminal case pending? And the third accuser also said that she said that she went 3 times. March 2020, March 2020, August of 2020, and December 2020. The first time, if he made you give him top, like he made you give him top the first time, you gonna go back 2 more times if you felt scared of him? So you telling me you go back 2 more times after that? And you're so scared of this man that, oh, he made me scared and he's a man of power and he can do all of this to me and ruin and make stuff bad for me and all of this, but whenever he did it, I also go back multiple times. Doesn't sound like you didn't want it to happen. Crazy. And all of this happens to come out. This is what I'm not getting. If he's been doing this stuff for years, it said in the article he's been doing it. It's been doing it for about years. So he's been doing this for years to multiple women. All of a sudden, he's like Bill Cosby of the football NFL guy. He's the Bill Cosby of the NFL. And not saying that he was slipping them pills or anything and date raping them like that, but he was sexually assaulting these women. But a couple of them still went back around him after he did what he did. Oh, he started after he assaulted me, he also referred his friends to me, and his friends left in my text message, "Oh, I heard you a masseuse. I was referred to you by Big D." Stop it. Because I'm not a sexual like a predator or anything, but I would think after you assault this woman, you wouldn't want nothing to do with her. You wouldn't want to put your friends onto her so they could go sexually assault her. Stop it. It just doesn't sound like him. His lawyer said that. People around him said the same thing. It doesn't seem like that. But you never know what a person is capable of. You never know. You can't put nothing past nobody. So I don't know. But what I do know is that all of this awkward stuff has came out when he said that he doesn't want to play for the Houston Texans no more. The Texans, he said he didn't want to play for them, and the Texans want him. They want him. Oh, you're not going to play for us? Well, you're not going to play for any team either, any other team. And if you think you are, I swear it seems like a setup out of nowhere, because if this was him and if this was his character, this stuff would have been coming out, like even little rumors or slips. These girls, there's police in the world. There's stuff that could protect these women if they felt some sort of way like that. If they felt endangered by him, or not, in danger of him, like they could, he could be protected. Deshaun Watson is not gonna just send his goons and spray stuff, and he's not that. He can't be that type of person. So he's not gonna go all out. If you felt like he did something like that, of that nature to you, that's supposed to have been out front as soon as it happened. So stuff like, or podcasters like little old Hall of Fame Worthy won't say, "Oh, she just wanted that to happen." All these, or these 9 girls are just making accusations. If one was and if one came out and said that, I would have been like, all right. Well, but he could have did that. But 9? Where were these 9 women before he wanted to leave Houston, when he was happy balling out with Hopkins and shit and doing all that? Where was these girls then? I think truly that this is to smear his campaign. And if he did do it, I'm going to do another podcast. We're going to do updates about this, because this shit is serious, huh? Another NFL player's career could be ruined, and the world wants to see him play. Whoever is interested in football wants to see him play, especially play for a championship caliber team, or it's just something where he can make a playoff run. Deshaun Watson is an absolute fabulous player. All of this comes out when he decides he wants to leave. It's believable, but then it's really not believable. And it's believable if it's 1 girl, or even 3 like it was at first, or 4, whatever it was. And 4 is egregious. That's crazy. Running around assaulting women or they called him they said he was taking advantage of vulnerable women. And he must be stopped. You're a model, you're a masseuse on Instagram. Somebody hits you up, asking for a massage. Okay. You exchange messages with them. Whoop, whoop. You want to click on their profile picture and go to the page to see who they are. I know you know who Deshaun Watson is, and you knew who he was. I know he had something on his Instagram page that say who he was. You knew who he was. And let's scratch. All right, she knew who he was, but what goes on in massage parlors, huh? A lot of crazy shit go on in my uncle raised me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put his name out there. He raised me like, he raised me. And during the time like he raised me and stuff like that, and not, physically, like I ain't had no mother, but I've been around my uncle a lot. He used to say, he'd get mad at his lady or whatever, going to the massage parlor, get a happy ending. Maybe Deshaun Watson just wanted a happy ending. He thought you was one of them masseuses that do that. Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, Mr. Kraft, you already know how he get down. A lot of people do that. A lot of people don't sexually abuse and assault women against their will. But a lot of people go to the massage parlor and get it in. Oh, he fought, the third accuser says he forced her to have oral sex with him the first time they met. And then you go back 2 more times after that, but you were scared. That's the part I can't get over. And if he forced you to have oral sex, where's the fucking rape charges? Oh, so wherever you at, you can't get out as soon as that nigga Deshaun Watson be like, yo, come give me top. Top me off now. You couldn't say, nah, I'm out. Fuck that, I'm not doing that. And if he try to get up and force you and run out with the play. You're not naked. Maybe he's naked, but you're not naked, so you can get the fuck out of there. Not only do you don't get the fuck out of there, but you also come back and see him on 2 more occasions. What? That's that part. And of me kind of trying to defend Deshaun Watson. And I really, truly think it's a setup. I really do. Hall of Fame worthy. Smoke Wanted Podcast. Follow us everywhere. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. For the life of me, please hit that subscribe button. But anyway, let me get some of this Pepsi right here. Brought to y'all by the good boys of Pepsi. Site, not yet, but trying to get that going. For Deshaun Watson, if this is true, I know Instagram or you could have I read an article that says the guys on ESPN First Take or whatever, or not a First Take, excuse me, Undisputed, Skip Bayless and your boy, my guy, was talking about that he could have honestly found some better credible masseuses than the one that's on Instagram. Like, you work for an NFL team. You could have got regular masseuse to get a massage. Or to get people, like, I know there's a lot of people in the NFL or on the Houston Texans team that know masseuse that get down like that. Maybe give you a little happy ending after your shit, you know what I'm saying? You could have talked to them. But you go on Instagram where you could find thoughts galore on Instagram, and that's where the thoughts be at. That's where the gold diggers be at. You just could have surrounded yourself around better people. If this is the case, you could have surrounded yourself around better masseuse. And masseuse that was down for all that. But I don't even think that's you. A lot of people used to say, I don't even think Bill Cosby did that. A lot of people said, shit, R. Kelly did that shit. So R. Kelly, you know who R. Kelly was, not to bring him up, but since you knew who he was, so he did that. But Bill Cosby, people say Bill Cosby couldn't have did that, but he did. So you never know with Deshaun Watson. I just think things could have went a lot different if he had went in a different atmosphere, or not atmosphere, a different setting. you know, or dealt with different people. It probably wouldn't it like happen like this, but it's just funny, and it's just so funny and not funny, but it's just a coincidence that this man wants to leave an organization, and as soon as he wants to leave this organization and try to go somewhere else, they smear his name to shreds. And people say, the ESPN said there's still going to be teams that want to deal with him after this. But what if this stuff is really true? He get kicked out the NFL. What if it's not true? It's another woman or another women trying to get money off a rich man? Off of lies? I can't say if it's lies or not lies, but what I do know is Deshaun Watson's been playing football for a few years, a couple of years. Never heard nothing about this. As soon as he's unhappy, ready to leave, his team doesn't want to play for the team, all of a sudden, shit campaign going on. They just shitting on him. I don't think that's right. If this is untrue, I don't think that's right. If it is true, you do not go on Instagram fucking, like, I don't understand Deshaun Watson not going to a professional place to get a massage. You knew what massage he wanted to get, and he probably hit up a good-looking chick, a good-looking masseuse off of Instagram that he thought was fly to come through, and he probably expected something else, but you didn't want to do what he wanted you to do. All of these fucking 9 women could have easily left, because I don't think Deshaun Watson, some hardcore killer, is going to be like, bitch, you can't go nowhere. Get the fuck over here. You going to do what I say to do right now. He's not like that. He's not built like that. So, and there's no way to even, for me to know, because I don't know the man. But what I'm saying is that his persona don't give that off. Smoke Wanted podcast, man. It's just crazy. And more it's gonna be like, it's 9 more women, so I guess there's already 3 lawsuits out, so there's 6 more that's coming, and we're gonna hear more stories about all that stuff that happens. It's gonna be an update from Smoke Wanted podcast about this topic. And about, you know, Deshaun Watson and the stuff that he's going through. All of a sudden, when free agency start, and teams want to sign people and make deals and wheel and deal and do this, oh, we're going to keep the biggest name before free agency started and all that. He on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, he was the biggest thing, the biggest shit out. Where Deshaun Watson want to go? He don't want to stay here. He wants to go to the Jets. He wants to go to the Dolphins. He do not want to be with the Texans. All of a sudden, when like free agency start, oh, we have 9 women that say he sexually assault and he's this and he's that. NFL teams is backing up like shit. And now the Texans probably be like, you can't play for them. Shit, you might not can't even play in the NFL no more if this go through. But shit, remember how we told you that we want to keep you, that we don't want to trade you? Remember how we told you that? Well, guess what? We want you, but no other team wants you, so now you got to play for us. So now you can't go nowhere. And if you don't want to play for us, Deshaun, if you don't want to play with us, Deshaun, you can't play for no other team either. You know what I'm talking about? Crazy. And if this is true, I'm going to be the first one to get on here, apologize to the people that I think is lying, the women that I think is lying, I'm gonna apologize. I'll do a podcast about just to apologize, and we're gonna talk about some of Deshaun Watson's problems if it is true. But if it ain't, shit, let's clear this man's name. Let him play football. We want to see him do his thing. We don't want to see another man, black, white, Puerto Rican, any man, go down over women that tell lies in order to get money. We don't want to see another thing like that happen, especially to a player or such that has a lot of talent like Deshaun Watson has. Excuse me. We don't want to see that happen. We're honestly gonna update y'all on what's going on with this Deshaun Watson thing, because this shit is serious and they really going ham on this man. Do me that favor though. Do me that one favor. Follow us, share us, all that. YouTube, everywhere. This is Smoke Wanted Podcast. I am Hall of Fame worthy. Big shout out to Anchor.fm. I'm going to say that again. Anchor.fm puts us everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere you can find a podcast. Anchor.fm does that for us. And they can do that for you too. So, till later, your boy Hall of Fame worthy. I'm out. Peace. Smoke Wanted.
These niggas don't want no smoke. No, these niggas don't want no smoke.
Yeah. You see, it's not regular, y'all, but we OGs. And that's why they face so sour. You see, these niggas don't want no smoke. Bro, these niggas don't want no smoke. My side piece staring at me as she tear up. I bought her a love seat, told her cheer up. It's time to gear up to send me a house spark. I'm in the hood.